Hi friends, this week for reading, you guys are going to get to read some different poems, and then you're going to get to answer some different questions after you read the poem. Some of the questions are going to require you to use your schema and your text clues and maybe make some inferences, but you guys are really good about reading poems and kind of figuring out what happens in them because we've had a lot of practice with it in our classroom. Remember how every day after you guys got back from PE and art and music, we would have some time to read our poem for the week. You remember doing that? Yeah, so that's kind of like what this is. It's just a poem, like the ones that we've read before, but these you probably haven't seen before, which is A-OK. But you'll see that some of them are going to have rhyming words in them. Some of them, not some of them, probably a lot of them are going to have some of our sight words in them. And then you're going to get to use your schema and your text clues, kind of like last week when you were making inferences, and you'll get to make some inferences about these poems, maybe about what's happening, what you think is going to happen next at the end of the poem, and all that good stuff. So today, Miss Orman's going to share a poem with you. Our poem today is called Mix a Pancake, and then after we get finished reading the poem, we're going to make some inferences. We're going to look into maybe if there's any sight words that we see in our poem and all of that good stuff, okay? All right, so let's get started. The first time, just like we used to do in our classroom, Miss Orman's going to read it all the way through, and I just want you to listen. So this first time, I just want you to do what? To listen. Very good. And then the second time we read it, Miss Orman will read the first line, and then I'll point to you guys, and then under each word, I want you to read it at home, okay? You can read it back to me, or you can read it to your flat Miss Orman if you have her. And then after we read it, we're going to talk a little bit about inferencing, and then like I said, we'll do some questions afterwards. So here we go. Remember, just listen. It goes like this. Mix a pancake. Mix a pancake. Stir a pancake. Pop it in the pan. Fry the pancake. Toss the pancake. That word toss is like another word for throw the pancake. So toss the pancake. Catch it if you can. All right, very good job listening. Now this time, Miss Orman's going to read one line, and then I'll point to you guys and you read it, okay? Here we go. Mix a pancake. Your turn. Awesome. Stir a pancake. Pop it in the pan. Good reading. Fry the pancake. Toss the pancake. Catch it if you can. Excellent reading. So that's our poem for today. So now what I want you to do is stop the video in just a second, and I want you to write down any sight words that you see or that you heard in our poem. So go ahead and stop the video, take a minute, write down all the sight words that you saw and you read and you heard, okay? All right, so stop. Awesome. All right, so I bet you guys found a lot of sight words. Tell me, what's the sight word that you found in our poem? A. The sight word A is in here a lot. It's right here, and it's again right here. Well, I guess just 2 times. All right, any more sight words? You remember seeing the word the? Oh, let me see. You're right. Here's the sight word the, and here it is again. And again, very good. What other sight words? It and in. Oh my goodness. Here's the word it, and here's the word it again, and here's the word in. Very good. All right, and Miss Orman sees, I see 2 more sight words. They're at the very end. Does anyone else see them? You do? Okay, tell me what's one of them. You, very good. So right here is our sight word you. And then right next to it is the sight word what? C-A-N. Can. Awesome job. So now, hold on, Miss Lorman's gonna get my poster from last week. So now that we've read our poem and we know that they're mixing a pancake and then they're gonna put it in the pan, they're gonna fry it, and they're gonna toss it, and then it says, catch it if you can. So I think this is a good opportunity to make an inference. So remember last week we made inferences when reading our books. And so we use our schema, or what we already know, and we use text clues, or things that we learn about in our book or in our poem. So let me ask you guys a question. Hold on, let me put this back over here. So let me ask you a question. At the very end of the poem, it says, catch it if you can. What do you think that means? Catch it if you can. Well, I remember from reading the poem that right before it, it said, toss the pancake, and toss means throw it up. So I know from using my schema that when you throw something, you have to catch it, right? So maybe what they mean, catch it if you can, is that they tossed the pancake when it was in the pan, and now they're gonna try to catch it? Maybe so. Let me ask you another question. Why do you think the person who wrote this poem, why do you think she wrote it? That's a good one. You might want to stop your video and think about that for a little bit. Why do you think the author wrote this poem? So what do you think? Maybe she wrote it because she really likes making pancakes? That could be one reason. What? You think maybe she wrote it to kind of tell us how to make a pancake? She could have. Very good. So every time you read a poem, I want you guys to look and see if you find any sight words. I want you to use your schema and your text clues to make some inferences and think about what happened in the poem. You can even think about what happened after the poem ends. Like at the end, it says, catch it if you can. So you could make a prediction and you could think, oh, you know what? I don't think they're gonna catch it. Or maybe you think, oh, you know what? She sounds like she's made pancakes before, so she's probably gonna catch it. So you can make inferences like that. So now you guys have a poem to read. I believe it's about a dog. And then after you finish reading your poem, you've got a few little things to do, to think about. And then when you get finished, you can either write down your answers or you can take a video kind of like this and send to Miss Lorman, okay? So I hope you guys have fun reading your poems and making some inferences after you read your poems. Bye guys.